catch called for and made. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Looking to pass. It's back. Quickly complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Bulldogs pick up the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speed to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He got it down to the 3, and that was 3 yards too short as the defense makes the 4th 4th and goal stop. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Runs through the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Haynes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Makes the catch past the sticks. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To throw, it's Milroe. Got it set up on the outside. He didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return.
Jack Hard trade. And which is the fun one in the relationship. Pretty much. That's your intelligence. Like,
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Urasek. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The give to the back. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Beck. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a catch and run for 6.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they look like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. first down for this offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Milroe. Coming after it. Lets it fly. Got his man all by himself. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, but those guys have been playing so well. They're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Looking for the end zone. In the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Leaves it with the running back. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Touch pass on the run. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Alabama pushing the tempo. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama! And they'll try to tack on 2. He'll set up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take an 8-7 lead. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling like that.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Going to the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Etienne. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution to drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback extends the play. He's got it down the left side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He breaks the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. The freshman able to get home with the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 14, Alabama 8.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
First and 10.
as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good.
Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
They'll try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage. Or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. He's going to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. No huddle offense to the line.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Number 26 in the end zone.
Here comes the 2-point try. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Dances away. Fires and picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. This is really aggressive here. Still just a 1-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to throw. It's Beck. Got the quick pass. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Georgia 16, Alabama 14.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
That's caught. It's Lovett. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Etienne.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw. It's Beck. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
On second and goal, they go right back to him. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires downfield. Got his man to the left. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And he'll pick up the first.